Hey, this on here real quick. Talking about the trade that happened today, as per reports. Brandon Cooks going from the Texans to the Cowboys for a fifth rounder this year and a sixth rounder in 2024. And what's the? I mean, it's good. It's a good look. Kind of seemed like they swapped it out. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like because Noah Brown signed with the Texans this off season, and so the Cooks came up to the Cowboys. Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about the pick. Is it gonna be? Is it gonna be an upgrade? Definitely. If you're gonna say like as far as you losing Noah Brown production for Cooks, then yeah, you're gonna say that. But I don't know. I mean, you had options to get somebody like DeAndre Hopkins and Adam Thielen and you know Odell Beckham. So I think those were better options. But if they gonna go on something that ain't gonna cost too much, then it's cool. I mean, he had some decent numbers. He been in Houston and he had 1,037 yards on 90 receptions, 6 touchdowns in 2021. Last year he had 93 and caught 699 on 3 touchdowns. And mind you, them past 2 seasons, it was without Watson. And I can't remember if Deshaun Watson played in 20. I think he played in 2020. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think he played in 2020. Cause 2020 he had 81 for 1,150 and 6 touchdowns. Yeah, I think cause he didn't play in 2021 and then he got traded. Yeah, so Watson played with him, and so yeah, so he's been productive. You know what I'm saying? I thought he had like a concussion issue when the Rams, but going to Texans and after the 2020 year, he dealt with different type of quarterbacks that's not on the caliber of Dak Prescott. So, he was able to put up decent numbers and whatnot, and they wasn't really pass heavy offense. So last year he had 699. He should get 1,000 or more this year. Um is a solid addition. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna say you replace Brown and you bring Cooks in, so that's an upgrade. You know, the receiving core wasn't really that bad for the Cowboys last year. You had Nate Washington who was battling injuries last year, and we didn't really get to see how he looked in the offense. You had T.Y. Hilton, which I would have, you know, it's cool if they would have re-signed him to come back, because he was I ain't gonna gas it like he was a solid contributor, like he was getting over 100 yards, but he was making key plays in a game, a play or two here per game. You know what I'm saying? That's what Hilton was doing. I was surprised that they, like against the against San Fran, they didn't really use those guys. They kind of used them in the first drive, but throughout the course of the game, they didn't really use all those passing weapons that I thought they was going to be able to use to possibly cause mismatches versus that defense. But it's cool. You signing Brandon Cooks. You know what I mean? You could be excited as a Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying? If Lamb is bullshitting, he can throw the Cooks because Cooks is still fly. He like one of them guys like Deshaun Jackson, them people that got burners and shit. So you got Lamb, Gallup, and then you got Cooks. So it's gonna be like it's gonna be hard for DBs to stay um keep them in front of them because all three of them can fly. You know what I'm saying? So I was curious to see how they use him. It's only gonna work if they use him correctly or whatever. So that means some games he could be featured as the one and let Lamb piggyback off of it, or vice versa. You feature Lamb and see how Cook find the openings in the defense. But each week it's gonna be cool to see, like, he gonna be facing the two, or he gonna be facing the third cornerback or whatever. But on paper it looks cool. It's an upgrade though for sure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. All right, thanks for listening.